Hello everyone, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and I'm back today with a little bead haul from beadboxbargains.com, the sister site of the awesome subscription, the Bargain Bead Box. So these are actually items I picked up last month with the coupon code that comes in the subscription. They always offer a generous 30% off coupon code off of already really good prices because these are closeout items. So you're already getting a decent deal, and they've really been bulking up their stash of Czech glass beads and other things. Their stock is always changing. So what you see today might be totally different than what is actually in stock on their site right now. But it's always fun to check out and see what is new, and that coupon code, if you get the subscription, is good on multiple orders through the month, just so you are aware. This order came to about $124, and shipping to the US is about $3.75. I got all sorts of different things, from Czech glass to gemstone beads to some bindings, so I'm going to get organized and then we'll take a look at everything one at a time. I'm going to start with the gemstone beads that I picked up in this order. And first of all, I have 2 bags that contain 7.5-inch strands of Xinjiang turquoise. These are stabilized and dyed. They're gorgeous. And they are 6x4mm faceted rondelles, and the color is, of course, turquoise green. These were $4.49 before the discount. So I'm going to go ahead and take one out and we can get a closer look at this. So 2 strands of these, absolutely beautiful. I love the faceting, and that color is amazing. It's a little bit mottled, but overall you get that gorgeous turquoise color. And these are very consistent shape, and they seem really consistently faceted too. I like how the faceting provides just a little bit of a natural sparkle and shine on those different surface areas. And then next I picked up 2 bags containing 7.5-inch strands of 3x2mm finely faceted lapis lazuli rondelle beads, $4.99 a piece before the discount. And I believe I picked up some of these before, but I'm just in love with these tiny little faceted gemstone beads, especially when they're in these vibrant colors and varieties like the lapis. That blue is just amazing. These actually have a great amount of sparkle to them as well. Lots of vibrant blue, but you also get a little bit of those earthy tones and some gray that you see in the lapis sometimes. And I'm just moving these back and forth a little bit. You can see how they're glimmering because of the facets, and it's always amazing to me to see these teeny tiny stones faceted in that way. They look so delicate, but we'll add some beautiful pops of color. I also picked up 2 of these. Speaking of lapis, these are called China Chrysocolla lapis lazuli round beads. These are a 6mm size, and something I definitely don't have. So they have a combination of what you kind of would expect from the lapis, some of those beads being that vibrant blue with some of the grays and tans mixed in, but also you can see there's a lot of green, which is a beautiful mixture. So 2 strands of these, $3.39 per strand before the discount. And here you can see they're pretty smooth and glossy. Loving the combination of the blues and the greens. They definitely remind me of little planets, particularly when you have that mixture of the 2 coming together in certain ways. But I thought this was a gorgeous and unique gemstone strand, and definitely wanted to pick those up. And they happen to have the 7-inch strands in the 10mm size as well. So I picked up 2 strands of these, $3.99 before the discount. So they're just like the 6mm, maybe even a little bit more mixed as far as the blues and the greens are concerned. There's more of a mixture of the 2 tones showing up together on a single bead, maybe because they are a larger size, but still beautiful. And I wanted to go ahead and pick up the 10mm in addition to the 6 in case I wanted to use these together in a project, maybe making a graduated size piece, something like that. That way I wouldn't have to worry about trying to hunt down this unique looking gemstone again. This next bag contains some quartz. This is a 14-inch strand. The color is called Clear and Magenta, $2.99 for the strand before the discount, and I just thought this was a very vibrant and fun color combination. Not to mention quite a long strand. You get a lot of beads on this 14-inch strand, and I like that combination of the hot pink with the clear. All the beads being just slightly different depending on where the dye is hitting, but you also get a great combination on the beads themselves where part is a very vibrant pink and then part is more pastel pink, and then getting to be more in the crystal clear range. Next up, I have this bag containing a 14-inch strand of 4x3mm faceted quartz rondelle beads in what they're calling a jewel tone mix. These were $5.79 prior to the discount. And you can see that there is a mixture of different colors on the single strand. These are gorgeous. I like the fact that you get a mixture of various tones to use that you can split up if you want to and use in different projects, even though they come on a single strand. You can see how they are faceted. And if you've been a subscriber to the Bargain Bead Box subscription for a while, this may look familiar because I could swear that we got a strand just like this maybe a couple of years ago, maybe in a different or smaller size, but I know we got a jewel tone mix of quartz just like this, and so that brought me back to when they included some of this quartz. Next up, I have a bag of these little teeny tiny 2 to 2.5mm stabilized turquoise faceted round beads. These were $9.99 actually before the discount, so probably one of the priciest things that I picked up, but they were just so unique, and that is a pretty long strand. All the beads look a little bit different. Of course, everything looks so much bigger on camera when I'm holding it up close, but I promise you these are so small. But look at the different shades of green. Like there's some that are even popping, like lime green. You get some more earthy tones, some that are a little bit more dull, teals, greens, blues, and a really special mix of these tiny faceted turquoise beads. Next up, I picked up some of these bamboo coral rounds. These are both 14-inch strands. The pink color is a 3mm size, it says, and then the red is a 4mm size. So it was $3.79 and $3.99 before the discount. So here is the bamboo coral. We have a very pretty peachy pink and that vibrant red coral, which you expect when we're talking about red coral beads. At least that's the color I think of. And they're all very uniform rounds, very long 14-inch strands once again. And you just never know how long things are going to stick around on Bead Box Bargains. And when I see unique gemstones and natural materials in particular, I really try to snap them up with that discount code because it's a great opportunity to get gemstone beads in particular, semi-precious, corals, different things like that you might not ordinarily pick up. So besides the beads, of course, they have findings as well. I got a few different findings this month to show you, and then I will finish up with the glass and check glass. So first of all, I've got some of these head pins. Pick these up especially because they are stainless steel and they will retain their color and they are hypoallergenic. So 30 pieces per bag. These are 22 gauge and about 30mm in length. So I don't need to take these out because we know what head pins look like and they're not as exciting, but a very handy item to have nonetheless. Next up, I picked up 2 bags of this jewelry chain. This is the 4x3.5mm steel jewelry chain in the bright silver finish. There's 1 meter per bag. These were $1.29 prior to the discount, and it looks like a pretty unique shape. Yeah, this is beautiful, and you get a whole meter of it. I will definitely keep this in the plastic to retain that nice bright silver color, but I like how there's 2 different size links that are both very open. It's different than what I have. And I always recommend picking up chain when you see it on Bead Box Bargains because you just never know when you're going to need to reach for some more chain, and it's nice to have a variety, and it's just one of those things that's great to have in your stash because it's such a versatile jewelry making item. Next, I picked up this fun coral branch sculptural link. It's antique silver, 44 by 19.5mm. This was only 79 cents pre-discount. You can see it's got a hole on both sides, so you can use that as like a pendant like this or as some type of link if you wanted to, like it suggests. I like the texture that it has on it. There's a look at the other side. So both of them are textured and just in great shape, lots of organic movement. And another one of those kind of special pieces to have that add that extra touch or detail to a piece, something you can even design around. And then some jump rings. I needed some, so why not? The bag here contains 10 grams of 4 to 10 millimeter mixed jump rings in antique silver for 99 cents. And now let's get into some Czech glass beads. All right, so let's start out with the melon beads. So I picked up all these strands in some of my favorite colors that I could find, and these were all between like $1.29 and $1.79 before the discount. 20 pieces on each strand, and I picked up 2 of each of the mint green, the medium sky blue, the matte jet, ivory, crystal pink stripe, and pink opal. So I just love these. They're so glossy, and you can use them in so many different ways, especially in place of a 4mm round in a lot of situations. But they've got those ribbed edges, which make them just a little bit more interesting and different than a typical round glass bead. I also have a bag of these. There's 10 pieces inside, 12 by 8mm Czech table cut glass rectangle beads, Aqua Picasso. These were originally $1.79. I love that light aqua color with the Picasso finish around the edges. The glass there you can see through and just has that slight aqua color and more of the greenish and brownish tones around the edges. Next up, I have these stunning cathedral beads. They're Czech fire polish. There's approximately 19 to 20 pieces on each of these strands, and they range from about $2.99 to $3.79 depending on which color combination. I have this one. This is the opaque red vintage luster. Gorgeous pop of fire engine red there with the finish on either side. There are also colors including emerald vintage luster, which I believe is this one. We have teal gray ivory silver, which would be that one right there. A teal metallic gold, vintage pink light Picasso, that would actually be this strand right here. Amethyst vintage. And this one is a peridot with silver luster. So just beautiful combinations there. These always make me feel like they've got little built-in bead caps on the ends of these beads, and I like the way that they are faceted, just like little works of art. I also picked up some of these 8mm fire polish strands. I have this one in this gorgeous bright red that is semi-opaque. $1.89 for the 15 pieces. It says it's transparent / opaque red swirl. I also have 15 pieces of the peridot luster. $1.79, and then 15 pieces of the 8mm fire polish faceted rounds in the color emerald. Gorgeous and sparkly. Next, I have these 7 by 5mm beads. These are Czech fire polish glass faceted donuts. I have black and travertine, which is right there. Then there is indigo vintage luster. This one, absolutely gorgeous deep navy blue. There is a vintage Picasso mixed with travertine that I believe is this one, kind of a warm champagne-like tone. There's also an olive Picasso mix with travertine, which I believe is this one. I also have these faceted rondelles. These are the 7 by 4mm, and we'll see if I can identify which color is which. First of all, I have sapphire and sky blue. These were all about $2.79 to $2.89 before the discount. There is a dark turquoise green, which I guess is this one. There's aqua, green, and white. An aqua olive mix, and some turquoise with travertine. Then I have a strand of English cut. These are 20 pieces of light sapphire / opaque pink, $1.99, and they're about 6mm. You can see how that sapphire blue, that light blue, is letting some of that light pass through. And then there's that very creamy pastel pink that's mixed in with that. That's a very unique combination. I also have these, which I think that glass inside is absolutely divine. There's 10 pieces here of 10 by 11mm Czech fire polish glass faceted cathedral turbine beads in aqua opal travertine. Absolutely gorgeous combination there. $3.99 for that one. Lots of beautiful turquoises and teals on the bead mat for sure today. Here are a couple strands of larger Czech fire polish rondelle beads in 9 by 6 millimeters. I have the smoked topaz and amethyst combination 279. That's letting some of the light through there. And then also a turquoise green, which you can see is a more opaque faceted cut rondelle. And then here is a 34-piece strand 6 by 3 millimeter Czech pressed glass rondelle beads, matte pink and blue combination. $229 for this one. No extra faceting or anything on these. You can see they're just like a compressed round with the little striations in there of the pink and the blue combination. And then another cluster of these 9 by 6 millimeter fire polish rondelles. So I have, these are all 20-piece strands, by the way. The violet and teal combination, which is actually this one right here. These were all $299. There is a beautiful violet and sapphire, absolutely stunning purple and blue combination. There is light teal, also pink, which is this very light peachy blush pink. And then light topaz semi-matte. Beautiful Czech glass. And again, just so excited that they are stocking so many beautiful strands of Czech glass at Bead Box Bargains now. They didn't used to have so much Czech glass. And so it's a great way to pick up strands with that extra discount, especially if you are a subscriber to their box. And then, of course, as usual, they have included a free gift with their card. So I have some of these electroplated like blue and violet rondelles. And of course, there is their card. You can check out their website and find all sorts of goodies there that change all the time. And you don't have to be a subscriber of the subscription in order to shop their site. So that is everything I picked up for the month of April. I can't believe we're already a couple days into the new month. I'll have the May subscription box coming up to unbox as soon as that arrives. And in the meantime, feel free to let me know down below if we picked up any of the same items or how your experience has been with Bead Box Bargains or anything else you'd like to say. If you enjoyed checking out these pieces up close, please feel free to give the video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button while you're here because I would love to have you back. I'll be bringing you some more unboxings and tutorials and the like, of course, this month. And in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy beading.